Take a look at the latest business headlines for you, and for help with that, let's welcome in Professor at Montclair State University, Dan Geltrude. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Allison.
Dan, all right, let's start with the markets, which once again closed down yesterday. This morning, futures are up ahead of the opening bell, but it's been a bad week for the market. We saw huge losses in the NASDAQ and the Dow. What are investors seeing here?
Well, choppy waters ahead, that's for sure, Allie. And I think what investors are seeing here clearly is recession. And they're also saying, wait a minute, we think that we haven't hit the bottom of the market yet. So that's what we're seeing here in potential sell-offs. And quite frankly, there's a lot of cash still sitting on the sidelines waiting for the right opportunity to get back in the market. We are not there yet.
Yeah, that word recession, some refuse to acknowledge that could be where we're going. Some say we're in one, some say no. Nike share price falling 10% and total net income was down 22%. What's going on with Nike here?
Very interesting, right? Because their sales were up 4%, as you said, net income down 22%. But here's the key. Their inventory was up 44%. How about that? Too much inventory. So put Nike in a position where they had to have discounted sales. So that's why we see a lower bottom line, yet the top line going up. So this could be a new trend now where you have companies that in the past could not find inventory. Now they have too much.
Well, if they discount it, that'll be good for us.
Yes, it will.
Let's talk about Mark Zuckerberg, Meta's CEO, announcing major layoffs and budget cuts across the company. What does this mean for investors, and you think we'll see more companies follow this move?
I think there are more companies that are going to be making cuts. If you look at what happened here with Meta, first time ever they had a drop in their quarterly revenue. So they are looking at potentially reorganizing the entire company. So I think Mark Zuckerberg is taking a very hard look at the direction of Meta in the future. So I think there's a lot of changes to come there, Allie.
Yeah, I wonder if other companies will be following. All right, mortgage rates, we're continuing to see them surge now, closing in at 7% for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. Dan, so not only are the mortgage rates higher, but we're still seeing these home prices. I just talked to my friend last night. She sold her house for $30,000 over asking price a few months ago. But what would your advice be to somebody who's either looking to buy or even sell their home right now?
Well, if you're a seller, it's still an ideal time for the most part to be able to move property. However, on the buying side, very, very dangerous time here. Why? Because as you just said, prices are still high and mortgage rates are going higher, which means those monthly payments are going to be way too high. So I would tell any seller right now, take a very hard look at whether you need to buy right now.
Right, yeah, because those rates, right, you can always refinance, but if you're paying so high for that home, you're not going to get that back. All right, I want to quickly talk about Elon Musk. So he shocked the world when he unveiled the Cybertruck in 2020. I don't know if you remember that, but now he's done it once again, claiming the Cybertruck is also a boat and it can cross rivers and lakes. All right, what do you think about this? Are you going to get one?
Well, I personally don't have the need for an amphibious vehicle, and I'm not sure who does. You know, I was thinking about this, Allie, and I was saying, what's the need for this for the regular consumer? I don't see it. However, as an emergency vehicle, what we see going on in Florida, something like this may be extremely helpful. But as far as everyday use, I'm not sure I see it.
Yeah, good point for Florida. Yeah, you could take it, you know, in Hudson, I guess, if you want, Dan. All right, Dan Geltrude, great to have you. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Allie.
Of course. And